Hey, it's Lindsay, and I'm back to talk to you about session 6 of my KMI Rolfing series. Session 6 dealt with the thoracic core and the abdominals, and this was by far my least favorite session in the series in terms of comfort level during the actual treatment. The work, let me just talk about what we did. Basically, this session seeks to eliminate constraint between the pelvis and the neck and everything in between. It was primarily a lot of work in the rib cage area, the respiratory diaphragm, the abdominals, the iliacus, the psoas. All of those things were touched in this. We did a lot of work both underneath the rib cage and on top of it. It was really uncomfortable work because, I don't know, you're not used to someone digging around inside your rib cage. It tends to be an area that most people stay out of, but he did a lot of work up underneath, basically as far as he can reach, up towards the diaphragm, which just was super uncomfortable. The pressure you're experiencing there, like your body instinctually wants to just seize up, or at least mine did. That was harder to breathe through than other parts of this series. One of the most intense things in the whole session for me was when he was stretching fascia through the rib cage on this side and basically ended in the armpit. And this ended in a fairly active release end point, but it was deep in there, somewhere that I've never had anyone apply that much pressure. It was super, super uncomfortable, and wow. That's all I have to say about that. There's definitely some weird clunky stuff in my left side of the rib cage here. I don't even know what it was. It's just like really stale, stagnant areas that are much more sensitive to the touch than the same area on the other side. This session did a lot of breath work as well, in integrating the rib cage and where to put your breath when breathing in and out of your frame. In the beginning of the session, I tend to breathe a lot up in the top of the chest, but very little in the lower part. I would take in full breaths up here and let go, so I was constantly, basically my shoulders come up and lower a lot towards my ears. So what he had me practice doing was breathing in my entire core. So instead of stretching this way or shrugging this way, he would try and have me expand laterally. And that awareness exercise we did was really helpful to me, because since that appointment, I've been able to be more conscious of where I'm placing my breath. And I feel that a lot of the opening he did in the rib cage is freeing me to breathe lower into my rib cage than I felt I could do before. So that's a pretty powerful thing out of this session. I tend to be not the best at breath work. I have an extreme yoga practice, and that in itself is a practice of meditation for me. However, I'm very much about the physical aspects of yoga in my practice, and I struggle the most with the meditational breath work that comes with that. And so this was a good session for me because it helped me understand different areas I can put my breath and what a true full breath really means for me. I really enjoyed the session for that, besides all the discomfort I experienced during the actual treatment. I'm super, super excited to be done with that deep core session and be moving on to the next one, which is all up the spine and the back. That is session 7 I've been waiting for since day 1, because it connects down into the hips as well, and I'm super excited to see what my Rolfer finds in there and what type of relief I'm able to experience from that next session. So if you would like to catch up on past sessions, you can check my YouTube channel at Lindsay K, or visit my blog at lindsayk.com. You can find more social channels and other resources there if you'd like to know more about me and what I do. Other than that, I'll see you next week.